So there was this British mother on television that admitted that she had given her 8-year-old daughter Botox injections for a beauty pageant. The daughter was taken away by social workers, and the daughter was actually on TV, and she went on and she said that they hurt her face, but she was willing to do it because she didn't want the wrinkles. So the mother had posted a bunch of pictures online of her daughter with ice packs on her face, crying, swelling, and then she actually had a picture of the needles being injected into her face online. So a bunch of people had called the San Francisco Police Department and basically thought that it was child abuse, so the child was taken away over the weekend. The mother's explanation to this was, everyone is doing it and talking about it. We are not doing anything illegal, but I don't want my daughter being the only one who doesn't have a bit of extra help. What I'm doing for Brittany now will help her become a star. I know one day she'll be a model, actress, or a singer. And having these treatments now will ensure her that she'll always look younger and have a baby face. All I want for Brittany is to have the best start in life, so it's easier for her to become a superstar. She also claims that more mothers should do this for their children because she wishes that she had the same advantages back then. She's basically telling her daughter that she's not good enough the way that she is, and that beauty and the way that she looks is more important than anything else. She actually started waxing her daughter's legs at the age of 4, too. So basically there was a study at Harvard University by Levy. She interviewed 41 pageant mothers from ages 0 to 6 years old, and these people did about 5 pageants a year. Basically, the mothers that have lower income, lower education, just wanted to give their children a better start in life so they didn't have to struggle the way that they did. The mothers that had higher income and higher education levels thought of it more as just a competition and wanted to get their children involved so they can become successful. These beauty pageants are very harmful to the children. The competition is very stressful for these elementary school children. Usually it's from the ages of 0 to 13 years old, and they basically have to get up there, dress up, makeup's involved, costumes are involved, and if they don't win, these girls get really depressed and emotional and feel that they're not perfect enough. So it makes them work harder, and that's when they start doing other things than just makeup. And the beauty pageants began back in the 1960s, and they have the sports wear, casual wear, evening wear, dance, and talent. They're judged on their looks, and the judges are looking for the complete package. They want to see a flawless girl up there from looks to talent. Basically, these beauty pageants have become one of the fastest growing industries in the U.S., grossing about $5 billion. The prizes differ. Sometimes they're cash prizes, there's grants, there's prizes for the mothers sometimes. They also get to go to nationals and higher levels. So basically the largest child beauty pageant is the Universal Royalty Pageant, and this is the minimum cost to be in one of these pageants starts from $500. That doesn't include the lodging, food, travel expenses. So usually it averages out to be $700 for each pageant, and the prize is about $1,000. They get a 10-inch crystal crown, 6-foot trophy, and they get to go to nationals, a tote bag, satin rhinestone banner, teddy bears, bouquet of long stem roses, gifts, and just basically the title. So basically I wouldn't just blame the parents. Seems like I'm blaming the pageant mothers for this, but it also has to do with the judges and just the whole idea of the competition. The mothers add a lot, but the judges also are so intimidating that the girls start freaking out. Basically, the mothers get so involved into this that they basically start lying about their children's age so they can be in different levels so they look better for the age level. So basically they're teaching the children to do whatever it takes to win. It doesn't matter who you are, it's what you look and what you can do to make it in this world. So the girls girls have lower self-esteem, and it causes them depression, anorexia, bulimia, and a lot of girls also cut themselves because of the stress that's caused. I'm not saying that the child beauty pageants should be banned. I'm saying that the overall effect of the beauty pageants does not benefit the child or boost their self-esteem. They're very frustrated, and it affects them in in a hole. So basically there's a law that's not in California, it's only in like about 5 states, that says there's no law prescribing how a pageant must be managed. The rules are set by each contestant promoter. So they can make up their own rules. Some pageants have no makeup, no costumes, and some of them are just strictly makeup and sexual contests, kind of how it seems. In order to improve the regulations, I think that there should be a worldwide law that is passed, maybe making all the girls that participate get an award so they don't feel bad at the end of the day. They're one of the fastest growing industries in California, in the U.S., so I think the government should regulate and provide safety for the children. They provide it for drinking and smoking, so I think that they should involve more attention for the children, because it's starting to become a child abuse situation.
Marlette, what did you think?
I liked her introduction. It was a good scenario to start with because it got you kind of interested and it gave you kind of like the like what's going on in regards to maybe the objectification of the children. I liked the figures that she gave us, like how it's 5 billion or something, things like that, and she gave us just money, how much they make and things like that, and the diagnosis of these girls get developed while they're in the pageant. So I liked everything overall. She had good contact. The only thing that was distracting to me, it was like she kept moving around her feet, and maybe she could have used smaller note cards because it seemed like she knew the material. Maybe it's just out of nervousness because I do that too. And just maybe connect or give us a preview of going to the next point, because she did talk about a little bit of the history, a little bit about the figures, the problem, things like that, but it was just, there was no flow to it. So I just wish she had a little bit more like, oh, now the history, let's look at this or that. I think that would have made her speech a lot more organized, and overall it was a good speech, just those things.
Well, I think you've got a good example to get our attention at the beginning of the speech. This is a pretty weird thing that's going on. It's dramatic. It pulls our attention in. But you never really start to tell us what the point of the speech is. At the end, you kind of come in and say, well, so my point is that I think that we ought to be regulating these activities in some way, that there needs to be some control over child beauty pageants. Okay, that's fine. Why wasn't that the claim at the beginning of the speech? It doesn't make any sense to me. You just start talking about this mad woman who is giving Botox to her kids, and then you start talking about how the competitions are harmful to the children. I thought, okay, maybe that's the specific purpose statement, and so we're going to get an argument about what the harms are to the kids. But it doesn't, there's really no setup of the structure, and then the information that follows is just being randomly presented, and sometimes it's presented without any proof. For example, you say at one point that there's anorexia and bulimia and cutting going on, and I have no proof of that. I don't have any examples. I don't have any experts. I don't have particular cases that you're referring to. I've just got your statement here that these things go on, and I don't know that it's true. I can't say that it's not true, but I don't know that it's true based on the speech that you gave, and I think we need to have that. The one example that we've got, this certainly sounds abusive. The mother, giving Botox to her kid, who then has to have ice packs on her face the whole time, all of those sorts of things. That's a pretty good illustration. And she says that it's typical. Okay, so there's perhaps something that we can use for a generalization. But I don't know that I want to take the word of this psycho mom. And that's basically all you're giving us is proof that these problems are going on. And I think you need to do better than that. This is a practice. This is a subculture that's, become more prominent. You had some nice statistics about how big how many tournaments